Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now you might be thinking, I do not recognise where you are. You would be correct to think that. Tom and I have actually just started our second house sit. We kind of always knew that we were probably going to be doing 2 if we could in this time frame, just because we had like 6 weeks where we had no accommodation sorted, so we were looking for anything that we could find, and we found the last one for pretty much a full month, and then we managed to find this one for just under 2 weeks. So we've actually been here for like 3 or 4 days now. I didn't vlog over the weekend when we moved in, and this is a very, very different setup to the last one. The main difference being, last time we were house sitting a cat, this time we are house sitting 4 dogs. As you can imagine, it's a lot more work. It is a lot more tying. Our schedules have changed a little bit, but also the house is absolutely massive. I don't think I've ever actually been in a house this big. When we got here, obviously we didn't really know too much about the property. When you're focusing on like organizing a pet sit, it's way more about the pets than it is about the house, obviously. We kind of got the impression that it was like quite a big house. When we got here, I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Just know that this house is insane. So we are looking after 4 Shih Tzus. They are very small dogs, and I'm probably not gonna feature them loads in the vlog either. They're super cute. We're doing our absolute best to look after them. The couple that own this house have been away for quite a while, and they've had other house sitters in before us who I'm not sure if they did really know how to look after the dogs properly. We never met them. There was no handover. They'd left before we got here. Obviously, I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but these dogs need a bit of TLC. Like, they do need a bit of love, and that's what Tom and I are here to do. Also, can I add, we didn't know it was 4 dogs. We thought it was 2 dogs when we applied for the house sit. Turns out it was 4 dogs. So yeah, like I said, different setup to the last one, but definitely not bad. Like, we feel pretty lucky that we've managed to secure, firstly, another house sit, but another house sit in such a beautiful house, and also we're a lot closer to the city. We're in a really gorgeous suburb. That is kind of where we're at. It's another week in Melbourne. I think we're here like 13 days, but 3 of them have already gone, and they were over the weekend, and I didn't film it. But the dogs are currently outside. I'm gonna let them in. Hi guys. I'm really very happy to be back in my dog era. Like, at heart, I'm a dog person, but I loved being around the cat for the last month. Okay, I've got one of them here. Do you want to meet one of them? She just happens to be sat with me. Look at her. Okay, here's another one. Okay, here's another one. You know what? They're all here. I do fear that they can't really see properly. They need a little haircut. Have you got a fringe? Have you? Also, I don't know if any of you own Shih Tzus. In fact, I would love to hear from you if you do. Do they always make this little sound that they're making? Because they make like grunting sounds, like pigs. Like, I FaceTimed my mum the other day. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I FaceTimed my mum, and she was like, it sounds like you're looking after a load of little pigs. And I was like, it really does. Like, they are making such little snorty noises. I think that that's normal because they've got quite flat faces, kind of like a pug. So I was kind of like, what is this noise they're making? Is something wrong? They seem pretty fine. So like, yeah. Anyway, Tom is currently out at work. Once he gets back, I'm gonna take them on a walk. We've been doing it 2 walks, both of us taking 1 dog at a time, because I just feel like if I was to walk 4 dogs, my memory card just got full. But yeah, I would never try to walk 4 dogs at all. What is on your mouth? Have you been foraging in the garden again? So basically, I'm taking 1 dog and Tom's taking 1 dog. We go on a walk, and then we come back and we get the other 2. I love this one, guys. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but like, I think it's this one. I also feel like this dog really reminds me of Dougal from the Magic Roundabout. Have you seen the Magic Roundabout? Have you seen the Magic Roundabout? If anything, house sitting is teaching me. I really, really just love animals. And if this career goes wrong, I would love to work with animals. I just really, really like them. Just look at how nice this, like, the front bay windows with the plants are. Like, this is the nicest little reading nook. I would love to have something like this in my future house. Maybe with not quite as many plants, because I would not keep them alive. So I kind of wanted to sit down and have a little chat with you in this vlog on this day specifically right now, because today, as I am filming this, marks exactly 9 years since I uploaded my very first YouTube video on this channel, and 10 years since I uploaded my first YouTube video in general, which was on another little channel with my friends when I was in year 9, so we don't need to talk about that. But I have spent a lot of this week kind of really thinking this over in my head and just deeping how much it really means to me, because what a journey it has been. And something that I keep coming back to, something that I really keep playing over, is if 14-year-old Molly, oh God, 13-year-old Molly even, could see me now and could see this whole situation and this last year of my life, the last 5 years of my life, the last 9 years of my life, she just wouldn't believe it and she would be so grateful. And the only thing to thank for that is the platform YouTube. Like, this platform that you're watching this on has single-handedly changed my life more than anything else ever has and probably ever could. Like, I can't imagine how my life could alter as drastically as it has again. And I was kind of thinking, like, why is this something that I've been so dedicated to? Almost half of my life I have been uploading to YouTube every single week. I don't think I've gone more than 10 days without uploading to YouTube since I was 14, which is just wild. I've quite literally grown up on this platform. I mean, just look at some of these clips. Cringy, embarrassing, but like, I've documented so much of my life, and sometimes I do forget that. Sometimes I think, oh yeah, like this is just a fun little thing that I'm doing, and I'm like, I have been posting to YouTube almost longer than I haven't. What? And the reason that it still feels so special to me is because of the community that I have built on YouTube. This platform and this app allows you to connect with people in ways no other social media platform does. Long form content, chatty content. It's such a personal way to connect with somebody. You get to see so many different aspects and elements of their life, and that was why I loved it. That was why I started doing it. I, as a viewer, loved that. I was like, oh my gosh, these people who I don't know are achieving things that I could maybe try and achieve. Then it all sort of snowballed from there, to be honest. I also think where I've fallen in and out of love with other hobbies and other passions and phases that you go through when you're 16 or 17, and I thought I was gonna be an artist or an illustrator or a photographer, or wanted to try a sport. I'm actually not sure that that has ever happened. Or I want to try experimenting on different platforms or different content. But the platform I have never strayed away from, the platform I have loved posting to for a whole decade, has always been YouTube. It has allowed me to be creative in ways I couldn't have imagined. I have shifted my content from just messing around with my friends when I was 14 to fashion and beauty, or what I thought was fashion and beauty, to student content, to challenges, to travel over the last year. And my audience on YouTube, the community of people that follow me on YouTube, have had my back throughout all of those different eras. I get comments sometimes from people that say they've been around from the very beginning, that have watched that shift from 14-year-old me to 24-year-old me, and they've sort of grown up alongside me, and that's why I just think this is so special, and I've experienced such a unique thing here. Like, this is not normal, but I'm bloody glad that it happened to me. And now I'm sitting here on the floor of a house I'm currently living in Melbourne, Australia, on the other side of the world, with my boyfriend, because YouTube has enabled me to do that. Because YouTube has given me the financial freedom and the flexibility to be able to work remotely from wherever I am and to be able to earn a living whilst doing it, from documenting my day-to-day life. And personally, I think that's why YouTube as a platform offers something so unique, because that was why I loved it as a viewer. People are vlogging their day-to-day lives, their everyday. It doesn't have to be anything remarkable. It just has to be cozy, relatable, enjoyable, wholesome, all of the things that for me a vlog is. And I would be filming that anyway. I would be filming that to document it for myself, to watch it back. That was how I started. I was like, I want to watch my weekends back. I'm having so much fun with my friends. If I film it and put it on YouTube, I can watch it back in a year's time. And basically, I think what I'm trying to say, and what I've been thinking about a lot this week specifically on the kind of like anniversary of this channel, is the butterfly effect and the domino effect from that first upload, that very first video, which that was something. But from then to here, the chain of events and everything that has happened in between, from events and trips abroad and friendships that I would never have imagined, with people that I would never have met, and a whole community of viewers that are so supportive and so caring and genuinely have my back, and comment on my videos, like my videos, share my videos to new people, come up to me in the street or at the airport, this literally happened last night, and say, oh my gosh, I've moved to Australia and I've been watching your videos because I was so nervous, and now I'm here and we're breaking that like fourth wall barrier, we're having the conversation in real life. All of that, you could tell that to 13-year-old me, she just wouldn't believe it. Thank you for sticking around. Honestly, thank you so much for being such a huge part of my teen life and also my entire adulthood so far. Anyway, gonna stop being cheesy, gonna stop with that, gonna move on with the vlog, but I just really wanted to sit and talk about this because I've been thinking about it a lot and I've been in my head about everything. Now I've got it out, we'll move on with the vlog. But yeah, thank you. And it's crazy to me also that this section was just sponsored by YouTube itself. Yeah, Thank you so much. What the hell? Ah! You ever have imposter syndrome so bloody bad that it doesn't feel like it's happening at all? Ah! We're on a little dog walk and it is such a beautiful evening. Tom is back from work. Hello guys, it is so much later. We are in bed. This bed is absolutely massive. It's like Tom's at the other side of the room from me. Anyway, I'll come over here. Honestly, isn't this the biggest bed you've probably ever been in?
It's massive.
You could sleep like 5 people in here. Might be a bit weird, but you could.
2 people and 4 dogs.
2 people and 4 dogs. They're not in here, thank goodness. Otherwise we'd get no sleep. We actually just watched the In-Betweeners movie, which I have a love-hate relationship with the In-Betweeners, right? We watched the one where they're in Australia because the entire year that we have been here, we're like, oh, we should watch the In-Betweeners where they're in Australia because there's so many iconic sound bites. The most famous one is that TikTok audio, you know, the one where they're at the Sydney Opera House and they're like, what's that spaceship? All year we've been like, oh my gosh, we really should watch that while we're here. And we're only here for another couple of weeks. And then there is a massive TV in this bedroom. And we were like, you know what? Let's watch it now. It is just iconic, even though it's awful and very dated now. It is still quite funny, and they've been to so many places that we've been to, and like now I'm watching it again, I'm like, ah, that's so funny because they use like Surfer's Paradise as Byron Bay, but it isn't Byron Bay, it's Surfer's Paradise. And like Tom and I were watching it and we were like, we've been there. We should get some sleep, so good night. Good morning. Look at my breakfast. I'm not gonna pretend that I made that. I really did consider it. I really just considered pretending that I just cooked that up in the kitchen. Guys, I ordered it on Uber Eats because it is torrentially raining. We have breakfast in. Like I was gonna have porridge, and then Tom was like, Tom hates porridge, by the way. He was like, I'm gonna order something instead. Like, it's too bad weather. Oh, I look so rough. But yeah, so we were gonna go to Woolworths to buy some breakfast, but it's just raining so heavy, and we were like, do you know what? No. And this is a terrible habit, guys. I know it's a bad habit.
Oh, I don't think I've ever, no, yeah, for me, this is definitely the first time I've ordered
a breakfast.
Uber Eats breakfast.
Yeah, I ordered it last week. They have it here and everything is available and there's so many amazing options. Plus, Tom had 50% off Uber Eats. So how much did this just cost you? $30?
Yeah, I think it was.
£15 for avo on toast. Tom's got a breakfast burger and 2 coffees. Like, that is actually quite good. And a hash brown.
2 hash browns.
2 sides. Okay, that's decent. Justifying it. Hello guys, welcome back. This vlog is going to be a bit all over the place. I think a lot of it will be from tomorrow because tomorrow I'm actually going into the city to buy some exciting things. I'm going to call it birthday shopping for myself a little bit early. Today I'm actually at work, so I am heading to do a couple of hours. Basically this week Tom and I have sort of a different schedule to how we have been working. Obviously you can't leave dogs as long as you can leave a cat, really. So we've kind of been swapping around where like Tom will be on shift and then I will go and start a shift and Tom will finish the shift, and like we're kind of rotating a lot more. So it means that I'm starting a little bit earlier and kind of swapping with Tom, if that makes sense. So I'm about to leave. I've just popped the dogs in the kitchen. It is actually quite nice because, like, as I mentioned, this house is so huge. So they do have quite a lot of space, even though they're like in the kitchen. Because I do kind of think 4 of them running wild around the entire house would be chaos while I was out. So the dogs are in the kitchen. The only downside is it's absolutely pouring it down with rain. And I don't want to get an Uber because it's a 5-minute drive from here or a 20-minute walk. And I'm like, just walk, even though it's raining. So I'm gonna tuck my hair into my leather jacket and kind of like turn this up. Let's go work in a bar. Quite excited to socialize with people that aren't my camera because I haven't actually done anything else this week yet. Good morning, welcome back. Today is Thursday. I finally am doing something a little more exciting. Today I am at work this evening, but Tom is off all day. So we've decided to go into the city just for a little bit this morning, basically to run some errands. And I also am gonna trade in my drone and buy the new DJI Mavic Mini 4, which, unless you know anything about drones, probably means nothing. But basically DJI, I'm really struggle to say that. I always say DG and it's DJI are like the leading people when it comes to drones. If you see any amateur flying a drone that's not like a professional industry kind of drone, it's probably by DJI. Anyway, because we have quite a few exciting trips coming up towards the end of our year away in really beautiful places, and because my drone is 2 years old, I kind of want to upgrade it because I just think there's going to be so many amazing opportunities to fly it. So that's kind of my birthday present to myself from myself. So I'm going to trade that in because there's actually a store in Melbourne Central, so I can go in and like chat to somebody about it rather than doing it online. So we're going to do that, Gonna maybe pick up some breakfast as well, I think. I wouldn't mind a quick look in maybe Sephora. I don't know. It's basically, it's my birthday the week after next. But we're not gonna be in the city too many more times. Actually, that's a lie, we are. I don't really need to buy stuff today, but we'll see. Definitely gonna trade the drone in though. Okay, we have arrived. This is the DJI store. I'm trying really, really hard to say it correctly. Tom's with me to help me not get ripped off.
I just realised that I always call it DJI.
I call it DJI.
You always say that.
It's just because I'm saying it really fast and the JG sound is like, oh,
really flows,
it doesn't roll off the tongue, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go in. We have stopped for a coffee and a pancake at the Pancake Parlour. We have never been in here and we've walked past it so many times and I thought we've not got that long left in Melbourne. Let's try it. Not having the best experience so far, actually, I'll be honest. I put my arm down on the table as soon as we got here and there was just a big load of chocolate and I didn't see it. And my jumper's cream and clean on. But the coffees look really bloody good. Went for these little crepes with some chocolate ice cream and it looks pretty good. We have finished up having breakfast. It was okay. It was just pretty average, to be honest. But maybe I'm turning into a coffee snob. I think actually from being in Melbourne for like a year, now I'm quite fussy about coffee. Like when it tastes bad, I'm like, this is gross. And
I kind of want a coffee machine when we go home.
I really want, when I have a house, 100% I'm investing in a coffee machine. Like I drink way too much coffee to not do that.
Just like one that just like, not like...
Like frothing the milk?
Yeah, like a milk frother. It's okay, you could probably buy them separately.
You can buy milk frothers, but I think may as well just buy a coffee machine. Okay, we're gonna now head and try and collect the bears that we designed and painted last week, but I don't know if they're actually ready. But while we're in the city, I thought we'd just pop and have a little look before we head back to the doggos. Oh, actually, where's Rob? Is it this way? I think it's this way. So we just had a quick look for some shoes because we're going to be doing a lot of walking in the next couple of weeks. And I actually don't have any shoes other than a pair of Air Force which need binning because they're falling apart, and a pair of Converse. And I really just don't think you're meant to climb mountains in a pair of Converse. So I do maybe think I possibly might need to invest in a pair of like actual walking shoes or like walking trainers at the very least. Or I'm just about to get hit by a tram. But yeah, I'm yet to find any that I like, so we're going to see. Hello guys, it's been a while. I've actually been at work, hence why I'm wearing this kind of strange top. I'm also surrounded by dogs. I don't know if you can hear them, they're snoring. I bought the drone earlier today, but it actually wasn't in stock, so I have to go and pick it up. Probably, I might go tomorrow, to be honest, because I really do want to show you it in this vlog. I'm also going to show you beforehand what else DJI gave me when I bought it. So I bought the like complete cheapest option because I'm not really an avid drone flyer. I just like to elevate the vlogs a little bit and like my Instagram content. With it, I got free USB-C memory card reader, which is really handy because I'm always working on the computer. I got a new 128GB memory card thrown in for the same price. And I got, and I don't really think I'll use this, actually that's really weighty, a drone landing pad to help you land the drone if you're like somewhere where maybe the visibility isn't as great. That's my little DJI haul. And now guys, my job now is to look after these little guys. Hello, hello. The dogs haven't really been in the vlog, but this is Zara. So many of them. This one here is Zach. And Zara is sniffing my trousers because I have just had to clean them because I spilt grease on them at work and I really didn't want to stain them. Hello. Now guys, I've got a date with Netflix, a cup of tea and a packet of McVitie's biscuits, and this is an elite evening for me. I'm so sorry if all you can hear is the snoring and the snorting of all of these little doggies. Zach, Zach. That sound effects though. Hello, how are you? Good, thank you, yeah. Nice to meet you. Good morning, welcome back. I think I actually might plug my light back in. I thought it was bright enough. It isn't. It is Friday morning. We're not going to talk about the really questionable layering of clothing. It is bloody cold. Last week in Melbourne it was summer. This week in Melbourne it is not. I just jumped off a call. I was actually chatting through some plans for New Zealand, which is really exciting. I keep mentioning this and I've had a few people be like, wait, when are you going to New Zealand? I have mentioned this a few times, but we are planning on heading to New Zealand before we go home and spending some time there, which is so exciting. So planning some of that at the minute. That call was about that. I also have another call this evening, which is so super random. Basically, like, one of my TikToks last week kind of hit the algorithm and the British media have picked it up and want to write a piece about it, which I'm actually quite nervous about because whenever anything about social media or anything like that goes to the press, everybody is horrible to you and the comments are vile. So I'm not thriving at the thought of it, but the TikTok's already out there, so I didn't really have to do anything. They just want to repurpose it, and I was like, well, yeah, whatever. Like, all publicity is good publicity. That is a lie, actually. That's definitely not true. But I held call with them really quite late tonight, I think 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. That is one thing I am looking forward to, guys. And I mentioned this on Instagram the other day. Somebody asked me, what are you most excited for when you go home? And I said my wardrobe and my clothes and like being able to wear different outfits. I lied. What I should have said was being in the same time zone as everybody that I'm working with, because having a meeting at 11 p.m. isn't it? Like, I've just done one now at 11 a.m. I've got another one at 11 p.m. I'm going to work in between that. I do feel quite busy, but I'm not actually busy. It's just all very spread out. Like, everything is at really random times because of the time zone I'm in, which is my own fault. Luckily, the people I was just speaking with were in my time zone because they're actually Australian. So we're good. And now I am not going to work for about 4 hours. So I'm actually gonna go into the city and pick up my drone because I had the call to say that it's ready. So I'm gonna hop on the train, which is so exciting. Okay, I am back and I'm in the kitchen. I don't think I actually filmed anything, but we have secured the goods, guys. This is the DJI Mini 4. I keep calling it the Mavic Mini 4, but I actually think they've maybe dropped the Mavic. Like, I don't know if that's a different collection of drones altogether. I actually don't know that much about drones. I'm gonna open it. I thought I'd do a little unboxing. Also want to shout out the staff in the Melbourne DJI store. Like, they were really lovely. The guy helped me out so much, and I was asking quite a lot of questions because I didn't really want to be like overcharged for something I probably wouldn't use. So I went for the cheapest option. I'm gonna need a knife. Maybe not a butter knife, Molly. Maybe an actual knife. They really need to cellophane wrap everything. Bloody hell. Why is it so hard to get in? I mean, this is my birthday present to myself. I'm excited by this. Maybe that makes me a bit boring, but oh wow, it's quite different actually. So here it is. This is the new Mavic Mini 4. It definitely does look different to the Mini 2. I'm really excited to fly it. The main difference that is going to be noticeable for like you guys and for me really, like the reason I wanted to upgrade this is because this also films in portrait and my other drone only filmed in landscape, which was amazing for vlogs, obviously great for all the videos while I've been traveling, but it's quite difficult to repurpose that footage for Instagram or for TikTok because even though it says it records in 4K, the quality of my drone footage on my other drone was never that great. And I actually spoke to the guy about that, and apparently that was like the formatting of the memory card I was using rather than the drone. But this time it's not even going to be an issue. Like, I'm not going to have to zoom it in, I'm not going to have to crop it because I can just rotate the gimbal and it films in portrait, which is literally the sole reason I have swapped drones. Especially the traveling we're doing in the next 6 weeks before we head home is to some really beautiful landscapes, and I think the drone footage is just going to be so good from that. Yeah, this is my birthday present to myself, and I did actually trade in my other drone. I got like $200 for it, which is just over £100. Not loads. I probably could have got more if I sold it online, but then I would have had to ship it to the UK. I would have had to faff listing it and posting it, and we're moving around quite a lot. By the time I'd posted it home, basically I reckon it would have been about the same price. So it was just easier for DJI to take it off me and to resell it in their store. Where are they all going? Happy birthday to me. I also had a Google at how much these are retailing for in the UK, and because of the exchange rate, it's £100 cheaper here than it is to buy this at home, which is actually crazy. I didn't realize it would make that much difference. Okay, I think the propellers are definitely bigger. Like, the propellers on this are way bigger than my last one. This is what a drone looks like. This is bigger for sure. Yeah, this is my new little toy. I've said this before, but I'm such a marketer's dream. I saw one advert for this on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it. So here we are. This is my 24th birthday present to myself. 2 weeks early because I really wanted it to go to Uluru, where we are heading very soon, before my birthday. We're going to Uluru before my birthday, and I really wanted it for that. Also guys, something else I wanted to chat to you about. I've sat down for this. I love animals, right? I really do. And I'm loving looking after these dogs, but my God, it's quite a lot of hard work. So you saw me on that meeting before. I was on that call for 15 minutes, right? Very, very short call. And I closed the dogs in the kitchen, not even because I thought they were gonna misbehave, just because they're quite noisy and you would be able to hear them in the call. And also, if one of them starts barking, they all start barking. So I was like, I'll just put them in the kitchen for 15 minutes while I'm on this call. And before I went on the call, I put them all in the garden. The garden's quite big. I was like, go and have a run around, like go to the toilet, whatever. And then I left the back door open from the kitchen, the patio doors open to the garden. So the dogs could go inside or outside. I knew I was only gonna be 15 minutes. Tell me why I came back to the kitchen to wee all over the floor. They had the outside, why? why are they weeing in the house? I don't really know, obviously, like how they've been trained. I don't know what's normal for them, but I'm gonna presume that weeing inside the house is not normal. So I'm like, are they scared? But they seem really relaxed. Like they're not nervous around me. I guess they are probably just out of their comfort zone because their owners are away. But like, yeah, the back door was open. I was like, guys, come on, come on. So yeah, that happened this morning. The reason I discovered that there'd weed in the kitchen was because I stood straight in it. Like I literally just walked straight into it. So that was good. So now my socks are in the wash and then I had to wash my feet. So that was really great. Just dog things. So guys, I am looking a little bit rough, but I'm gonna end this vlog. I've just cooked up, actually I have not, Tom has just cooked up a little halloumi salad, so I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna end this vlog here, but I want to say a huge thank you to YouTube themselves for sponsoring the beginning of it. It is an honor to be working with them and it just doesn't feel real. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a bit more of a chatty one and I shall see you guys next week with another video, although I don't think there'll be a weekly vlog next week. Maybe there will, I haven't decided yet, but we are heading somewhere super exciting and the content from there is gonna be so sick. So I shall see you real soon, and right now I'm gonna go and eat this. Look at the dogs.